Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
We got some more comedy for you today. You got your boy Jimmy Carr, Riskiest Jokes Volume 2. Volume 1 was really funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah, we both enjoyed it. There were some jokes in there that were like, whoa, whoa. That's why they're called Riskiest Jokes.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we definitely enjoyed it enough that we wanted to come back and do Volume 2. And don't really know what to expect on this one, but we got lots of comedy on the channel that we've enjoyed thus far. If this is your first time on the channel, we are happy to have you here with us. Yeah, welcome. And we hope you subscribe because we got lots of comedy. Like I said, we got Bill Burr, we got Jimmy Carr, we got Dave Chappelle, we got Ricky Gervais, we got George Carlin, Gabriel. We got so many different comedians now, and we're enjoying it a lot. So we want you to come along for this journey that we're on. And if you got a recommendation, you can always leave them in the comments. If you like our reaction, just hit the like button for us. And you know, like I said, if there's anybody in particular you think we might have missed, that we should go down that road.
I'm still waiting on a female comedian.
That is very true. We haven't got a lot of recommendations for that. So if you guys have any of them, hit those comments and let us know. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Jimmy Carr, but Riskiest Jokes, Volume 2. Let's go.
My ideal woman would be a single mum once I'd finished with her. It's a joke. I'd pay for the abortion. Ah, got you again. I fucking wouldn't. Let's talk about something a little bit more serious. It can't all be slapstick abortion stuff. My first wife was from Thailand. Well, don't, because you'll feel bad. It's actually quite a sad story. My first wife was from Thailand, and she died of testicular cancer. Probably the best way I could describe it is a twinkle cave was an outie. I saw a transvestite in a miniskirt. I thought, that shows a lot of balls. Right, well, I feel we've warmed up. Let's try some properly offensive jokes, see how we get along. 99% of women kiss with their eyes closed, which is why it's so difficult to identify a rapist. Let's have a little time out there and discuss the rules of the gig. Feed line, punch line, I'll take care of that. And then you can either laugh, you can laugh and applaud, I'll be flattered and delighted, or you can go, ooh, in a disapproving stylee. What you can't do is laugh, applaud, then look round and go, ooh. Not having that. Let's give it a go. I saw a headline in the Evening Standard. It said, football rapist quiz. I thought, was that story or a competition? Well, it's probably as good a time as any to talk about how political correctness works in stand-up comedy, because some people think it's a free-for-all. You can say whatever you want on stage because of freedom of speech. That is not the case. There are rules and regulations that govern what I do. Basically, how political correctness works in stand-up comedy is, if you're directly affected by something or involved in something, you get a free pass. You're allowed to joke about that thing. So, for example, homosexual people can joke about being gay. Disabled people can joke about disability. Black or Asian people can joke about race. Those are the rules. So, these two paedophiles walk into a park. Child abuse, there's a touchy subject. I saw a headline in the paper. It said, "Please smash paedophile ring." I thought, good, let's see how they fucking like it. Some people eat roadkill. Have you heard about this? They take stuff that's been mowed down on the streets, they scrape it up, they clean it, they cook it, they eat it. Fine, but what you've got to accept is some of these kids have got families. I got a couple of speeding tickets last year. I've got to be super careful now. I've got 6 points on my licence, so I've got this special device. Some of you have probably got it too. It sits on the dashboard, tells you if there's a speed camera in the street, makes a beeping noise. It goes beep, 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 to warn you there's a speed camera. Also makes a noise if there's a child in the road. It goes ba-dum, ba-dum. What? Last week I ran over a kid carrying a cymbal. Ba-dum-ch. What's not to like it? It's a joke about killing a child in a music hall style. Have you ever had this? My girlfriend made me fire our cleaner because she said the cleaner was too good looking and she didn't want her in the house. How mental is that? She was a really good cleaner. She was especially good at getting spunk out of hair. Did you know every day nearly 4,000 serious sexual assaults occur? In my mind. In America, in Oklahoma, where that fertilizer bomb went off, they've now got a garden of remembrance. And it has come up a treat. So every cloud. These kids in American high schools, I'm sure you've read about them, 14, 15, 16 years of age, they go into their high school with automatic weapons and handguns, they go apeshit. They shoot 20 or 30 of their fellow pupils before turning one of the guns on themselves. What is their fucking problem? Do they not know where the staff room is? They could be heroes. I was in Germany recently doing a comedy gig. I was flown out there to do one of these corporate gigs. I thought, comedy, Germany, it's missionary work. Went out there, did a comedy gig. The gig went fine, but on the way back, there was about a 3-hour delay at the airport. Now, I thought, that's not a problem, I've got an iPod and a computer. I was quite, busying myself. I was quite happy. The guy I was travelling with, the guy that organised the corporate gig, was livid with this 3-hour delay. And he said, with no hint of irony, he said, yeah, say what you want about Hitler. At least when he was around, the trains ran on time. I thought, yeah, but think about where they were going. Treat them mean, keep them keen. That's what they say, isn't it? Treat them mean, keep them keen. But I think you've gone too far if you're using a Stanley knife. Of course, a lot of women stay with their men even if their men hit them. A lot of women will stay with their husbands even if their husbands beat them. I tell you what they need. A slap. Where's your self-esteem? Silly cow. She was tiny. Of course, the thing people never say about domestic violence, and it strikes me as being just so very obvious, but people never say this about domestic violence, is just how fucking stupid it is. I mean, you're hitting your wife. It's your wife. You might as well key your own fucking car. Think about it. You don't like her now, you're not going to like her anymore with 2 black eyes and a bit of a face on, are you?
It's crazy because, like, he has this innocent demeanor almost in a way, like he just seems like generally would be a nice guy that you would talk to, if you met him, at the pub like somewhere.
Super laid back,
Yeah, he would be relaxed and, and then he just comes out with these jokes and you're just like, what? Where did that come from?
Mouth? Yeah.
He's got a good delivery though. I like how he kind of gives you a pause and then hits you with the punchline.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of clarity in his delivery too, which I'm noticing.
Yeah, he does.
There's a few things in there that I'm not like catching some of the vocabulary and some of the jokes.
What he's talking about. I've had that a couple times too.
Yeah, but what's just going to happen with I think he's a UK-based comedian, right? So that's going to happen sometimes in terms of the cultural language use, right? But overall, it's I don't know if this is as risky as the last one that we did.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe I'm just now expecting it more.
Yeah, probably. Like, I think you're probably, his style a little bit.
Yeah, maybe that's it too.
There's a couple in there that I was like, oh.
Well, we're halfway through, so let's see what else we've got there.
Yeah.
There are places in the country where that's just a joke. I did that joke in Preston. It was like marriage guidance. It got a round of applause. Well, I thought it was a round of applause. It was actually people hitting their wives. If you get arrested for making obscene phone calls and you get taken down to the station and you got one phone call, it's got to be a temptation, isn't it? Excuse me, officer, I'm just going to finish myself off. You can say PC's gone mad and no one minds. People quite like it if you say PC's gone mad. Political correctness has gone mad. They like that. But if you say PC's gone fucking spastic like a Hmong rapist, people get quite chippy. Sorry, I should clarify, when I say fucking spastic like a Hmong rapist, I mean a rapist that rapes Hmongs, not a Hmong that rapes. I don't want to offend anyone. Although, thinking about it, getting raped by a Hmong, not as bad.
What's a Hmong?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, you guys can let us know.
Did you get a cuddle afterwards? Although, good luck in the police lineup. They all look a bit samey. Swings and roundabouts are what they like. While we're on the subject of Down syndrome, and that's not a line you hear enough, but while we're on the subject of Down syndrome, don't they have enough to worry about without the haircut? What sadistic barber is thinking this fella's not getting bullied enough? What about a bowl cut? Let's try and lighten the mood, shall we? Let's lighten the mood a little bit. When I read about that Austrian fella, it was bound to come up, wasn't it? When I read about Joseph Fritzl building a cellar under his house to imprison his own daughter for 24 years so he could systematically torture and abuse 2 generations of his own family, here's my first thought. This is how middle class I am. My first thought was, I bet he didn't have planning permission for that. Oh, we'd all like to add some square footage, but there are some fucking rules, mate. Has anyone in here ever tried any DIY? Give us a shout if you've ever tried any kind of DIY, yes? Yeah. Most everyone's tried. Can anyone who's ever tried DIY, hand on heart, tell me they don't have a little bit of admiration for the work that Fritzl did? It's not easy building stuff, is it? It's not easy to be a tidy workman. I'm not saying I approve of what he did down there, but he built a cellar without his wife even fucking noticing. I'm just saying credit where credit is due. A round of applause for a Fritzl joke. You may be my kind of town. He was described in the Daily Express newspaper as the most evil man in Austrian history. Not even close. Hitler. Exam standards are coming down in this country. But focus on the positive. We do very well in pregnancy tests. It's a brilliant job, this. It's lovely. You spend an hour and a half talking to people, telling them jokes, building up this reservoir of goodwill. But then you're expected just to fuck off. It's a bit weird. With your permission, I'd like to piss away some of that goodwill. Yeah! On an unpleasant joke. You know, sometimes I'll tell a joke that's a bit edgy, and I feel as an audience you go, oh, that's a little bit close to the... Go on then, you. What are you like? I'd like to tell one now that'll make you go... Oh. Would you like to hear it? Yes! Well, it's a joke about love. Can love conquer all? Or do the practicalities of life get in the way? Well, a great example of this is May to December relationships. Relationships where there's a bit of an age gap. Can love conquer that divide? Or does life get in the way, the practicalities? There's probably as many different opinions as there are people in this room. Here's my opinion, for what it's worth. I think you know a girl is too young for you if you're having to make the aeroplane noise to get your cock in her mouth. Here comes the train into the tunnel. There's 3 things I liked about that joke. Firstly, I like the fact it's a bit edgy. I like edgy jokes. It's about as edgy as I'd want to be. Second thing I like about it, next time you're being intimate with your partners... I know you're sat there thinking, I think he's a bit too mature for that. He's thinking, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Third thing I like about that joke, probably later on tonight, maybe tomorrow or the next day, someone's going to say to you, oh, you're at a comedy show, tell us a joke. I guarantee you that is all you're going to be able to think of. And you'll fuck it up. I was fucking a child in the face. You were what, you fucking maniac? People with Tourette's. What makes them tick? That was originally about suicide bombers. I've toned it down for you.
Oh my gosh.
Had to finish with the riskiest one.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on part 2 of Riskiest Jokes by Jimmy Carr?
I think it felt pretty similar to the first one. Like, I feel like I liked and laughed, like, pretty hard at the majority of it, but there were a couple of them sprinkled in there that I was, like, he was saying, like, and I'm kind of on the edge. But I'd say for the most part, it
You were
was
at the part of his...
for a couple of them.
Of his reactions, audience reactions, yeah.
For
Yeah, I think, you know, like I said, with a compilation of Riskiest Jokes, that's going to happen for some of them, right?
No one's ever going to laugh or resonate with 100% of the jokes of every single comedy show, right? So
yeah, I think what I liked about this, like the last joke that he did there, which, you know, for me, one of the ones, I've said this in other videos, the types of jokes that I tend to resonate less with is going to be the kid jokes.
Yeah.
But I liked in this one that he followed it up by saying, like, somebody's going to screw up the joke.
Yeah.
You know, then coming back to the joke aspect, I think that kind of like, you know, removes the ooh factor of it to bring it back to the actual joke component.
Yeah.
So
I also too like that he kind of prefaced it with saying, like, almost like, I'm gonna say a risky joke and remember it's just a joke.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, I'm just saying basically that there was an added portion of that joke that, you know, kind of related it to back to the joke, which I thought he didn't do with any of the other jokes that we did, but that was more of a riskier one. So, anyways,
for sure.
I thought I liked the first half of this better than the second half. I thought that I found the jokes a little bit funnier in the first half, but I think there was a couple that we didn't understand in that little portion there. So you guys can let us know maybe
the language and stuff.
Yeah, what was the word that they said?
Monk.
Yeah.
Monk?
No, it definitely wasn't a monk.
You know,
I know what
but
a
like
monk
I don't
is.
know. I think it's monk.
You guys can let us know what that is, and like I said, if you want us to go to volume 3, let us know. We'll be happy to do that. Just hit those comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed it, for the algorithm and for us, for you, the algorithm for you as well, and come along for this journey that we're on. All right, that's it from us today, guys. We'll be back soon.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.